What is up, guys? This is Chris and I'm back with more Everyday RC and the Traxxas Unlimited Desert Racer. That's right, guys. It's been a while since I showed this vehicle on the channel, and for those of you that follow know that I purchased this vehicle back in 2018. I've had a lot of fun with this vehicle. I think it's a top quality design and Traxxas has really outdone themselves with this trophy truck. And I've done a lot of upgrades. I had a long string of videos where I was sharing everything I was upgrading on the vehicle. And I have had these upgrades sitting here on the table for a few months now, and I've been meaning to share them with you guys. So I wanted to get around to it and show them to you today. So these are the fully stainless steel, that's right, I said stainless steel trailing arms and upper links for the Traxxas Unlimited Desert Racer, and they are made by a company called Jec Racing. For those of you that have not heard of Jec Racing, he is very well known in the trailing, rock crawling, rock racing field of the RC industry, and he makes tons of upgrades. He makes a lot of trailing arms for different vehicles. He makes the trailing arms for the Rock Ray. He makes a lot of upgrade parts for like the Axial SCX-10s. So go check out his website and go check out his Facebook page. And these are definitely the first of their kind. Now, back in 2018, a good friend of mine who you know I always mention on this channel, Keith Turner over at Bulletproof RC, had contacted Jec to have him produce a fully stainless steel trailing arm for the Traxxas Unlimited Desert Racer. Okay, so as you can see, these things are just beautifully designed. They are laser etched, as you can see right there, Jec Racing. And they are utilizing the Traxxas rod ends that are found on the Traxxas upper links. So when you do purchase these, they will not come with the rod ends. You will have to purchase the Traxxas upper link kit, and this is the part number right here, which is the Traxxas 8542, and they'll come with the two stock Traxxas steel upper links with the rod ends. So that's basically all you'll need to install these rear trailing arms. I also received from him the upper links, the Jec Racing upper links, as you can see. So as a comparison between the stock ones here, you can see how much more beef there is on the Jec Racing upper links, and they are just definitely just top quality designed. So these were the first three that were made, and I want to thank Keith again from Bulletproof RC for contacting Jec. So Keith was the first one to receive them, and then Mayhem RC, Scott over at Mayhem RC, and me were the first three people to receive these. And I'm really happy that Keith went out of his way to contact Jec, because I definitely think it was something that the truck needed. And if you look out there for the upgrade parts on the Traxxas UDR, most of the parts are all aluminum. And you definitely want something beefy in the back. There definitely is a weight distribution issue with the truck, which I've noticed that the Traxxas UDR is a little bit nose heavy, so you want a little bit more weight in the rear. I don't have a scale, so I don't know how much these weigh, but they are pretty heavy. And as you can see, they've been made very streamlined to keep the weight down. So for those of you that follow the channel know that I have installed the Afro Lucha rear trailing arms on this truck, and I will say I am absolutely happy with them. I don't have any running video, unfortunately, but I have run a few packs through the truck with the Afro Lucha rear trailing arms, and they are 6061 aircraft quality aluminum, and I would say that they are the best aluminum trailing arms that you could get for the truck. And I really have nothing bad to say about the Afro Lucha part, so I don't want there to be any confliction right now between the Afro Lucha and the Jec. It's just that I would say that the Afro Lucha is the best aluminum trailing arm, and the Jec would be the best choice for a stainless steel trailing arm. There are pros about both of the trailing arms. The Afro Lucha has some really good features about them. The only thing I would say about the Afro Lucha is that they are low slung and they do hang down low, which might be a concern for some people, that when you're driving over some kind of terrain, there might be more tendency to get hung up here. But I have tested them out and I really have not found any issues with them. As you can see, the Jec Racing are way more streamlined and they're not going to hang down as low as the Afro Lucha. But I really just wanted to get these installed. I wanted to share them with you guys because there is a big difference between aluminum and stainless steel. Obviously, aluminum is softer than stainless steel, so in time your aluminum will get banged up depending on what kind of terrain you're driving over. The stainless steel is less likely to get scratched up and get banged up over time. And as you can see, the way that Jec designed these, they are completely rounded at the bottom, so they will skip over most terrain and they'll sit up in the vehicle a little bit higher. The thing I like about both of these designs is they have the captured rod ends that are captured on the inside. So if I can share this with you, the Jec uses the stock Traxxas rod ends, and it's going to be captured inside the trailing arm right here. And the Afro Lucha ones use the Losi, the 6047 rod ends. So I think that was a great choice for both of these companies to use. You probably have seen other aluminum trailing arms out there, but the actual pivot ball is captured inside the aluminum. So once your pivot ball wears out in time, you're going to have to replace the whole entire trailing arm. At least in this case, if your pivot ball does wear out after use, you can just go out and replace the rod ends. And you can buy that upper link kit for the Traxxas UDR for about $12 to $15. So it's very cost effective and you'll still be left with your beautiful stainless steel trailing arm. And I just wanted to thank Jec over there for designing these, and thank Keith Turner for reaching out to him to have these in production. Right now, if you go on Jec's website, they are out of stock, but I did contact him before I made this video and he said that he will be reproducing them next week, so they will be available very, very soon, so don't worry about that. I don't want to get yelled at by you guys that I'm showing something that's not available right now, because it will be. So if you're interested in something different, a stainless steel trailing arm and upper link for the truck, I definitely suggest the Jec. So enough talking from me. I'm going to get them installed on the truck and then I'm going to show you guys what the finished product looks like. Alright guys, here it is with the trailing arms and upper links fully installed, and all I can say is wow. Take a look at those things, guys. They absolutely look beautiful on there and they installed with no problems at all. As you can see, I did install them with M3 by 16 millimeter socket cap screws with the lock nuts on the inside. I would have preferred to go with some button head screws, but I didn't have any in the pit box at the current moment. The socket cap screws stick out a little bit more, so I probably would have preferred to go with a button head screw for the head just to make it a little bit more streamlined, but I think they look pretty good on there. It gives it more of an industrial look, but I can tell you that I am so happy with these. Jec has done a phenomenal job, and as I was stating at the beginning of the video, I was a little bit torn between the look of the two compared to the aluminum Afro Lucha that I have right here, which I really just love the look of these things. But after installing the Jec and just going through everything, I really feel that the Jec stainless steel is the best way to go. And although the Afro Lucha are beautiful, and I have polished these up since I have removed them from the truck because they were a little bit dirty, these are just more bulky than the Jec, and the Jec are definitely truer to scale, as you would see on a full 1-to-1 size trophy truck. And I think that they are the best choice. You can't go wrong with stainless steel, and the design of them are perfect for this vehicle. So I would definitely say that JEC is the way to go, and I believe that currently they are the only stainless steel trailing arm available for the truck right now. I believe that Traxxas has released steel upper links that are thicker than the stock ones, and they are the 8542X, but they are black oxidized, and they are slightly different than the JEC steel upper links. And I definitely just love the overall appearance of the polished steel look on this truck, and I think they look absolutely perfect on there. And the one thing I will say also, the comparison between the two, as I said before, they do both have captured rod ends at the end. These are the low-C rod ends, which are smaller than the Traxxas rod ends that are found on the upper links that you will be also utilizing on the steel trailing arms. So after installing these, I am super happy with them. They are a perfect fit for the truck, and you can see I have the suspension raised up a little bit more so you can get a good look at them right now, but I am going to put the body on and I'll show you what they look like with the weight of the vehicle down on them, and they look great. They're tucked up under the vehicle. Doesn't look like they're going to get hung up on any kind of terrain, and they worked out perfectly on here. So I just want to thank JEC for making these once again, and if you are interested in the JEC Racing trailing arms and upper links, I suggest you go check out his website, his Facebook, and his Instagram, because if you own a Traxxas Unlimited Desert Racer, I definitely feel that these are the choice that you should make for your truck. So let me get the body on. I'll show you everything completed with the weight of the vehicle on the trailing arms, and I'll show you what they look like. Alright guys, here it is, the completed look with the body on. I don't have the body hardware on there right now, but I do have the body fully installed, and as you can see, the JEC Racing trailing arms peeking through a little bit on the bottom. Just to share with you a little bit of the suspension travel here. As you can see, when the suspension is pressed down fully, they're not sticking out, there's no obstructions, no chances of getting hung up on anything, and they're going to be extremely durable, being that they are fully stainless steel. So I'm really happy with these, really happy. I definitely suggest going and picking them out. If you do own the Traxxas Unlimited Desert Racer, give JEC Racing a big shout and go contact JEC Racing. I think you'll be really happy with them. Like I said, the only thing you're going to need to purchase are the Unlimited Desert Racer upper links for the rod ends, and you will need to provide the hardware to install them to your shocks. I used an M3 by 16 millimeter, so they should work out perfectly for you guys. Not only that, I want to invite you guys to go check out Keith Turner over at Bulletproof RC's channel and Scott Bray over at Mayhem RC's channel. I want to thank Keith once again for reaching out to JEC, and really guys, you can thank Keith for this because he went out of his way to reach out to JEC to have these put into production. So they should be available on his website within the next few days. And that's about it from me, guys. If you have any questions, make sure you put them down in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer any questions you might have on these. Definitely like and subscribe and click that bell for the notifications. And once again, I hope you guys are all making it happen in your RC worlds out there. And for now, this is Chris, the Everyday RC Guy, saying thanks for watching.